Okay, what I wanted to show you is an easy way I got to win my lane level 1 before like the lane even started. So if you look at so far at the match, my jungler is starting topside. So that means I could do whatever I want bot. I can either cheese him in the bush, or I can go and push the wave, or I can go and freeze the wave. So try take a minute and just think, what do you think would be the best way to start off the lane phase? Would it be to push them in early to try to cheese them and get a early damage off, or just freeze it and have it slow pushing to me? Well, the answer is to slow push it to me because my jungler started topside. So if he takes a normal path, he's gonna do this into either wraiths or wolves to blue to gank, right? So most likely he's gonna do that, and he's gonna be bot side like around 240, 3 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze the wave so that by the time he does arrive bot side and he's ready to gank, my lane will be pushed in, so they'll be in a easier position for us to kill them. So I go and I freeze the wave. You can speed this up. Now what you want to try to do is pull the wave as I'm doing, and try to get the minions to all focus the first minion coming from your wave. I didn't tank it long enough. I think I tanked it like a split second too little. So I didn't end up bursting on the first minion, but it did get pretty low. But he was still able to get it. I'm pretty sure. I could just check. So by pulling the wave like that, you look, the wave crashes pretty much closer to their side, so their minions will arrive first, right? And then it will kill my minions faster, so therefore it'll start pushing to me. So that's why you hold the wave there, so that you give your minions time to kind of crash on their side of the river. So Kindred actually went Golem second, so he might be doing like a gold clear. But if you notice, I'm just last hitting, or trying to keep even with him. If I'm just last hitting, but he's constantly hitting the wave, then it's gonna start pushing to me. To freeze it, you need to match his autos. So if the wave is completely frozen, if he autos the wave, you need to auto it back to match his auto and his damage on the wave so that it stays frozen. So if I just don't hit anything and he doesn't hit anything, it will freeze. But since he autoed, if I don't do anything, it's gonna push towards him slowly because it's frozen plus one auto from him, so it's gonna be pushing. So I need a plus auto back to make it frozen again. So now if you look, both minion waves are coming and we have exactly the same amount of minions with almost the same amount of HP, right? Mine has like a little bit less than his, so it's pushing towards me, but like just the slightest by literally like nothing. So he goes autos. I try to get a trade off. Auto spacing here too. Like I can't get my auto off, and she turns around and tries to poke me with her W. I just back off. So that's why movement is so important. Because I'm like evading damage while at the same time trying to get mine off. So I do manage to get one, like an auto. But that trade, as soon as she turns, I just back up. Because I'm going to lose that trade. Because it's my auto for her bird auto. So I lose. So I just back off and just keep farming. Keep matching him with autos, right? So now it's 2 minutes 30 in. My jungler is now on his wolves, so I know now he's going to do his wolves into blue, into bot, most likely, right? We know they have no vision in river because we've been frozen the whole time. They haven't had a chance to go in ward. So I know this is free, so we ping. Or we're going to ping. I'm just keeping the wave frozen. I'll be getting good trades off. I missed that last hit. wasted. I know. Alright, so now we ping, because the wave is frozen, right? Like on my side, and it's pushing towards me. Or it's crashed on my side, and it's pushing towards me. So this is a free gank, because we know they have no vision. And the thing is, we didn't know, but they actually warded their tri-bush. And it's actually super close to dying, 11 seconds. Like, we were just off by, like, literally, like, 4 seconds. If this happened, like, if she did her Grom first and then came bot, this would have been even more free. But they actually just barely caught her. So, or they really caught, Kindred on the ward. So, it's unfortunate. But if you see, like, she's on her way, and I still haven't engaged yet. I'm just still walking back and forth, farming, like, just like nothing happened. Just like nothing's happening. Because if you make it obvious and just start randomly running at them, it's so obvious that you're getting jungle help, so, or you're getting ganked. So, you gotta play it really smart, you know? Like, look, I'm still walking back and forth, waiting till she gets in position, right? She's flanking from here, so I want to wait till she gets to, like, around here. But immediately, I'm not doing anything, and they're already running, so we know this is warded. So we start chasing them, but the thing is, it's too late, right? Because this ward, like I said, is not that good. I told you either ward here or river. I mean, either ward here or try, but the reason why Tribush ward is not as good as this ward is because this ward over here would have caught her a lot sooner, right? It would have seen her like all the way up here. Whereas since they warded here, they don't really see her until she enters like right here, just about where my mouse is. So it's really easy uh to miss her, you know? Like not that 1 second you don't look at the map, she's already in your tribush, you know what I mean? So this is why this ward in the corner is the best ward. But the thing is, it's not always good because they can still outplay you guys. Like Kindred can. She can just, let's say you only ward this and you don't ward try, she can just hop over the wall, right? And just walk this way. So you got to be aware of that. But not many junglers do that. It's really rare. So we still are a little bit late. They noticed, but they noticed a little too late. We're still able to get damage off, but notice how he didn't quit here. So I go and I get 2 autos off. Kindred tries to jump forward, and then Janna flashes like a boosted monkey trying to auto ignite the Kindred for kill, but it's not enough. I also tumble to block the Ezreal Q, and I still have heal here. I still haven't used heal, and even though she's getting ignited, I know just because we're calculated and I'm calculated, I understand that she's not going to die, so I don't have to waste my heal at all. So we only burnt 1 summoner, which was my flash, and we got 3 summoners bot lane. We got both Janna's sums and Ezreal's flash, as well as first blood. Like, just off the beginning of the match, me just going over here and dragging the minions and freezing the wave. Like, that allowed that gank to happen is because I froze the wave, and by the time Kindred came bot, they were pushed up near my side of the river. So it was just really free. You understand? Like, even though they burnt both summoners, and both flashes, Janna wasted her ignite, and they had it warded, they still got caught. Just because they were a little bit pushed up in the lane, right? Just because I let them wave freeze. They were a little bit too far up, you know, whereas if it was frozen, they'd be more like back here. Then that little gap amount of space where they would have been farming to where they are because I let them push was just enough to get this kill. So, just if you have a jungle start topside and you're playing ADC bot, make sure you do that and freeze the wave so it forces, or it allows like a gank to happen like this, and it forces them to like overextend, right, when they farm. So just try that out, bro, and let me know how it goes.